This is the Family Building Podcast. I'm your host, Attorney Ted Youmans. We hope that the story that you're about to hear will encourage you to engage in the journey called adoption. Welcome to the show. Hello, my name is Ted Youmans, and welcome to the Family Building Podcast. Family Building is a group of lawyers that are passionately called to adoption, foster care, guardianship cases. What we do is we build families. We build families through various types of adoptions, guardianships, powers of attorney, and this podcast is going to tell you some incredible stories, some incredible journeys of clients of ours that we have represented over 37 years in my practice, practicing exclusively in this area of law. We're going to tell you about their hopes, their dreams, their trials, their tribulations. We're going to take you right into the trial, to the courtroom. We're going to take you right into trials. We're going to take you on the journey of appealing a case, of getting a reported opinion, of making legislative efforts to change the law and advance family building. The way we see the world is that the world is a broken place. There are so many hurting parents. There are so many hurting children. You know, we're busting at the seams in foster care. We've got grandparents that are raising grandkids, over 5 million across this nation. There are other choices that a woman that has a crisis pregnancy or is in just a life crisis, a generational crisis, she has a great opportunity to choose a family, a great, loving family, a safe family to place that child in. So we're going to tell you about these stories. We think they're incredible. And as I was preparing to speak to you today, I was almost emotional thinking about the depths of pain and trials and tribulations that we've walked through with clients for years. Again, the Family Building Law Office is a law office of passionately driven lawyers who want to see you succeed. We want to see the birth parents succeed, and we definitely want to see these children succeed. This is a generational restorative process that we're involved in. And you know, you might be interested in even joining our team. You might be called to be an adoption attorney. So if you want to, we're going to be telling stories about what it's like to be a family building attorney. I've been practicing exclusively in this area again for 37 years and have come to a place where I have peace in what we do. As I prepare today, we're going into a trial down in a Southern California county, and we're taking an approach that we have developed at Family Building about loving the broken world. You know, the promise that we live under is if we love the broken world, we will be entrusted the next generation. Not we the lawyers, but you. We want this podcast to call you to adoption. We want to dispel myths about adoption. We want to dispel fears about adoption. We've heard this for over 35 years. I can't afford it. It's too expensive. You know, that's not the truth. Our adoptive families are amazed at how inexpensive it is, and when you take advantage of tax credits, and even in those cases that get litigated or get bogged down in bureaucratic process, we started the Family Building Foundation, a nonprofit public benefit corporation, to help those families who are really struggling, where the adoption costs have really kind of gotten out of control, at least in their mind. So we're funding these cases. We have a saying at the foundation: we are not going to let green paper keep a child from his or her destiny. It's just not fair. It's not right. There's enough resources in this world, and we're starting to attract those resources to help you finalize that adoption. So we want you to sit back. We want you to enjoy. We want you to pull yourself into these stories. One of the profound questions that we would like to ask you as you listen to this is, would I do that? Would I stand in the gap? I just think of one case right now. Your neighbor dies suddenly and they leave a child or children. Would you stand in the gap and take those children into your home and into your heart? We have story after story where these children come from the craziest circumstances and they fall into our client's lap and they come to us like, what do we do? We want you to put yourself in that story and ask yourself, would you stand in the gap? Would you get out of your comfort zone? So as you listen to these, it's not just entertaining. I think it's going to really touch your heart. I think it's going to push and expand adoption in this country. That's the whole heart behind this podcast. Expand adoption. Take over this nation. Bring these kids into safe homes. restore the next generation. The blessings go from not just through your life and the child's life, but into your grandchildren and great-grandchildren's life. It's world-changing. We say that. Adoption is world-changing. So enjoy these world-changing stories, and we hope you want to get involved with adoption.